Well, that was fun. Now you're probably asking yourself, what the heck is Zebra? Well, it's a brand new outdoor game that I invented and patented with three ideals in mind. Number one is we wanted a game that you could play in the dark, by itself, standalone, without any extra lights. And so with our lighted poles and our lighted disc, you're able to do that. And there's hardly any other games out there, lawn games, that you can do that with. The second thing is that we wanted something that was highly adaptable for the whole family, that all ages could play. There's no running, diving, jumping, dodging the ball, any of that kind of stuff. Just meant to be a family reunion, family good game, although you can take it up a notch or two. And then the third thing is everyone stays together. The rules are designed so that everybody stays together. 6 people can play. And as a group, all 6 people can move together, which really makes it fun for bantering, laughter, and all of that, and the way everybody stays together. Not like croquet, where somebody was left behind and, it wasn't fun for them, and it just wasn't very fun. So one of the big things that we really enjoy is the social aspect of it and keeping everybody together. So now, that's a little bit. Let's go over to the shop and see how you play Zebra. How do you actually play Zebra? First off, you set the course. Zebra is a very 3D game, and you set the bubbles according to the players' abilities that are playing and your location. Okay, so you've got your course set. Next, everyone goes to the bag and draws a disc. They're numbered 1 through 6, and I drew number 1, so I'll throw first. Number 2 goes second, and number 3. So number 2 hit the pole, knock the tee over, so they score 1 point. Scoring is very simple in Zebra. You only play to 3 and you win the game. So there's no little stubby pencil required, no scorecard required, no pars, no bogeys, no double bogeys, none of that golf stuff. Oh, and by the way, unlike golf, Zebra has no out of bounds. Since player number 2 scored the point, they go last. Because it's always an advantage to go first, but they have to go last. So now, player number 3 will go first, then 4, 5, and 6, all the way through until someone hits the pole and scores another point. Pretty simple game, right? Hit the pole, score 1 point, play to 3. But we've added a little strategy in called poison. So say that player's laying there and they've thrown up and they're laying there and they're about to win by hitting that pole. No one wants them to win. You poison them. If you land on them, they're poisoned for that round and they're out. Now they get to come back in on the next round, but for that round, they're out and they can't win the game. So, after a long day of playing Zebra on the beach, what do you want? More Zebra, but it's getting dark. What do? You let it get darker. And then, voila! Nighttime Zebra. With 6 lighted discs and 5 lighted poles, you can play Zebra until the sun comes up in the morning. So what do you say, Sharks? Who wants to set our own course together? Well, after all that, you're probably asking yourself, how did somebody invent Zebra? Well, it all started with the piece of aluminum irrigation pipe and the neighbors. So they were having a family reunion, people coming in from all over, and I'd always wanted to kind of do a game kind of thing at night. And so there's a piece of 4-inch aluminum irrigation laying in front of my shop. I cut it off and stood it on end and said, wow, we could throw a frisbee at that. And when the frisbee hits it, it'll make a noise and we can score a point. And anyway, it just kind of evolved from a piece of aluminum irrigation pipe in front of my shop. Then it kind of evolved, went to plastic. We spent time driving all over the country trying to find the right plumbing parts to make it out of plastic, and it got lighter, and just various versions got better and better and improvement over time. And so one of the final ones was the ball. The first ones were actually a golf tee and a golf ball on top of a PVC cap. And so you'd play it at night and you'd hit it, and then the golf ball would go rolling down the hill. So you're playing at night, and so you're out there trying to find the ball in the middle of the night. And so the sister-in-law came up and said, hey, why don't you put that on a string? And so that's the way it is now, is the ball's on a string, you hit it, and the ball falls over, and so you don't have to go
So a lot of process, a lot of help inventing the game, a lot of improvements to it, but that's how Zebra was born.
Now, let's get down to the business aspects of Zebra, with some questions from the Sharks. Robert, you asked how your money is going to be spent. Well, a portion of it will go to continuing IP. We have an idea for an improvement to the game that will make the box smaller and thus decrease the shipping costs. Second, I will be exploring more licensing ideas for the Zebra name. And third, we'll be help cover the cost of finding a licensing partner. Why yes, Lori, I can tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up on a small family farm in Iowa with 3 brothers close in age, so it was a competitive upbringing. In the wintertime, we'd play Monopoly, Risk, Stock Market, but in the summertime, it was Ninja Croquet, where the main object was to send the brothers' balls careening down the gravel driveway in order to help win the game. Winning at all cost was it. We often had to modify the rules of the games that we were playing, and sometimes even had to print our own money, as we broke the bank. My granny was still playing games at over 100, so my gaming history is long, creative, and the impetus for the creation of Zebra. Well, Mark, this is how we're currently selling them. A few online via our own website, but the model going forward, we'd have a large outdoor sporting goods company license Zebra and take it national or even international. Why yes, Lori, I can explain our IP. My wife and I have invested approximately $100,000 in Zebra so far, with over $50,000 of that going to the IP. Attorneys are expensive. The remaining effort went to tooling, prototypes, marketing, and attending conventions like the New York City Toy Fair. So our first patent was a utility patent, and that was issued for the designating the pole number with the lighted 2 holes. So that's a utility patent, no one else can do that item there. The second one was a design patent, and that's the overall look of all 5 poles, with 2 holes, 3 holes, 5 holes, etc. The cap, the whole overall look was the design patent. And the third item that we got was the word Zebra, trademarking the word Zebra. We're currently provisional and putting in for our logo trademark. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, one of the main challenges has been making this game affordable. That's been one of the primary goals of mine, is keeping this game affordable so families with small children can afford it. Times are tough right now, and I want to keep this game down where the average family can afford it. This is a challenge with all the small quantities that we're dealing with, shipping containers, import duties, marketing a totally unique product. These are all challenges that have had to been overcome. The second hurdle is introducing an entirely new product to the marketplace, while taking the best aspects, the funnest aspects of bocce ball, lighted bocce ball, croquet, horse, and disc golf, and combining them all into one game that makes sense, and then throwing in, oh, and it can be played at night. Yes, Damon, you're right. The branding opportunities are tremendous. With all of this white space on the poles, the discs themselves, there's a lot of opportunities for branding stickers anywhere from high school teams to college sports teams to professional teams. Let alone.
So Sharks, in closing, I'm here seeking your help and collaboration in getting some ink with a large outdoor sporting goods manufacturer who can scale this game up so we can keep it affordable and get it to the mass market for families. My ultimate joy would be driving along a park on a Sunday, looking over and seeing a family or kids outside having fun playing Zebra. But in order to do that, in today's hyperscale world, little entrepreneurs like myself have a tough road to get into that market. And so we could really use your help getting Zebra out there, keeping it affordable, and so that families, kids, groups, church groups, etc. can all have some fun. So thank you for your help, and I appreciate it.
Churches. Finally, I would just like to say thank you to the Shark Tank team for inviting me to submit this video. Shark Tank has proven that you can combine business and entertainment and create a product that's educational, uplifting, and inspiring for us born entrepreneurs and the general public. So thank you again, and I hope to meet you all soon.